9% of Hong Kong's population are working poor families. That's 189,000 working poor households. However, these households are now starting to disappear. In a survey conducted by local universities, they found that 35% of street sleepers are employed, but because of the high rents, they don't have enough money to rent a flat. Also, since long-time employment requires an address, homeless people are trapped in a cycle. Street sleepers refer to this cycle as the no address, no job. The people who get caught up in this cycle have to live in shame and can't tell their employers as they may be fired. This is a huge issue because people are trapped in the streets. Also, living on the streets of Hong Kong can really affect your breathing. 80% of Hong Kong's street sleepers have chronic medical conditions. The people who are trapped in this circle barely have enough money to support their families and or themselves. To stop this problem quickly, the homeless shelter need to be much kinder and less strict. The main reason why the working poor are sleeping outside is because they would rather sleep outside than in horrible shelters. However, this is not probably going to change. But the best thing that you can do as an individual is spread awareness so the government can make these changes. In this modern age, there are so many ways to communicate a message. You could do it through Facebook, Twitter, and any other social media program. Or you could tell people about it. I can only imagine how hard it would be not to have a home, and after a long tiresome day of work, the only place you can take refuge is a two-flatted box and a duvet. To figure out how difficult it is to be working poor without a house, I devised an experiment. First, I'm going to do the job as a street cleaner. For some background on who street cleaners are, they're employees of a few big corporations. The problem with this is that every 2 years a tender is held, and every 2 years the staff's contracts come to an end and replaced with another contract. The employees don't miss out on any work. They do miss out on sick leave and paid leave because you need to be in the contract for a long period of time for those rights. The street cleaners only make around $7,000 and they still work every day in 81 by 2 hour shifts, 6 days a week. The worker's salary is so low that they have no life savings, so if they get sick, they may lose their homes. Furthermore, if the workers have children, it makes it almost impossible to have a decent-sized house, education for the children, food and water. As well as being a street sleeper for a day, I'm also going to sleep outside on the bare-bone materials that the working poor have, like cardboard boxes and small thin blankets. Quest to further understand how somebody under the poverty line lives and get a first-on experience on how the daily life and the daily struggles that they have to take. So, let's begin. So I finished sweeping around the village. It took such a long time, it took I think a few hours, and I'm really cold, I'm really tired, and I feel really sorry for all the people who don't have a house and have no place to go to after a much longer, much harder day at work than I had. So these are my sleeping accommodations for the night. This is a bit like how somebody who can't afford these flats anymore, this is the kind of things they would be sleeping on. These cardboard really does not help. My back really hurts from bending down to sweep things with the broom. So anyway, nevertheless, going to get some sleep. Okay, I'm not sure what time it is. I'm so tired, but these cardboard mattresses just do not help, and I cannot get to sleep. So I've made it through the night, and everything really is sore from the last day and sleeping on this cardboard. I really appreciate how lucky I am that I don't have to live such hard life, and I feel really sorry for all the people who, after a long hard day at work, have to go back and have no home to go back to. And if I had to do this for one more day, I would just collapse. Sleeping outside taught me how hard the daily life of somebody who works under the poverty line is. It taught me to respect and know how it feels not having an easy life, not having enough money, and not having a comfortable place to sleep. I wish I could spread how hard it is to live and work outside. So that's why I challenge you to work outside for an hour and sleep all night on the bare bones materials the working poor would have. It's the best way to experience and know how somebody who's working under the poverty line's life is like.